Sometimes what looks like distance, silence, or even avoidance isn't rejection at all, and in many cases, it can actually be the opposite. She may care about you so deeply that she doesn't know how to handle the intensity of her own emotions. So instead of moving closer, she pulls back to protect herself. And this is one of the most misunderstood dynamics in female psychology because people often assume that if someone creates space, it means they've lost interest. But the truth is that when feelings become overwhelming, especially for someone who feels things deeply, the instinct is not always to chase those feelings, but to control them. And that's where confusion begins because her actions and her emotions start sending completely different messages. One of the clearest signs that she's not avoiding you but actually feels too much is she pulls away right after emotional closeness. You might have a deep conversation, share a meaningful moment, or feel a strong connection building, and then suddenly she becomes quiet, distant, or less responsive. And this shift can feel like rejection. But in reality, it often means the moment became too real for her and she needs time to process what she's feeling. Another powerful sign is she tries to act like she doesn't need you, even though her actions suggest otherwise. She might say she's focused on herself, her goals, or that she's not looking for anything serious, yet she still finds ways to check on you, talk to you, or stay connected in subtle ways. And this contradiction is often a sign of internal conflict between desire and emotional self-protection. You may also notice that she pays close attention to you even when she pretends not to. She remembers small details, notices changes in your behavior, and quietly observes what you're doing. Because when someone loves deeply, their attention naturally stays on that person, even if they try to act indifferent on the outside. Another important signal is she becomes emotionally sensitive to your actions. Even small things you do can affect her mood more than you might expect. Because when feelings are strong, emotional reactions tend to be stronger as well. And while she may not openly express it, her behavior can reveal that your presence has a deeper impact on her than she wants to admit. There's also a pattern where she creates distance but never fully lets go. She might take time to reply, seem less available at times, or pull back slightly, but she never completely disappears. She always comes back, starts conversations again, or finds a reason to reconnect, and this push and pull dynamic often shows that she's trying to manage her emotions rather than end the connection. Another sign is subtle jealousy. Even if she tries to hide it, the idea of losing your attention to someone else can trigger small reactions, like asking indirect questions, making casual comments, or becoming more engaged when she senses competition. And these moments often reveal feelings that she's trying to keep under control. You might also see that she tests emotional safety. She may observe how you react when she pulls away, how patient you are, or how you handle uncertainty. Because before allowing herself to fully open up, she wants to feel that the connection is stable and that you won't hurt her, especially if she has experienced emotional pain in the past. Another key sign is she shows vulnerability in brief moments. Even if she's mostly guarded, there are times when she shares something personal, expresses her feelings indirectly, or lets her emotional side show for a moment before pulling back again, and these glimpses are often the most honest indicators of how she truly feels. When you step back and look at all these behaviors together, a clear pattern emerges. This is not indifference. It's emotional intensity mixed with caution. It's someone who feels deeply but is trying to stay in control. And understanding this can completely change how you respond. Because instead of chasing harder or reacting with frustration, the most effective approach is calm confidence, patience, and emotional stability, showing her through your actions that the connection is safe, consistent, and real. And over time, as she begins to trust that her feelings won't lead to pain or instability, the distance she once created starts to fade, and the emotions she tried to hide begin to show more openly, revealing that what once looked like avoidance was actually the quiet struggle of someone who cared more than she was ready to admit.